Cooking Up a Storm, sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.
I'm Jeff Oechslein, and we're cooking up a storm. A little different one today. Joining me from Steubenville, Big Red in the STEM program, we have Amy and Shana. And today it's more of an experiment. I'm excited about this one today because we are going to make ice cream. And you would have thought, you know, the mad scientist that I am, I would have made ice cream ahead of time and tested to make sure this worked. But no, we're going to make ice cream in bags. And this is a great recipe or science experiment for your kiddos. And I think it ties in nicely with the STEM program. So let's talk about, you know, Steubenville Big Red, they just dedicated this year a brand spanking new STEM building. And you guys do a lot there. So tell everyone what you do.
So in August, we opened up our STEM Academy that is attached to Steubenville High School, and that houses 14 of our career tech and STEM programs. And throughout the course of a regular school day, we have students that come back and forth. It's connected by a sky bridge to our regular high school. And so students are back and forth taking their STEM and career tech classes. And it's just a beautiful building. It's state-of-the-art equipment, and it's just a great hub, wouldn't you say,
yes,
Amy?
Absolutely. We're all about providing endless opportunities for our students, and about careers, community, and connection, and just preparing them for the future. And
you have a wide array of, you know, this brochure you guys brought. And by the way, STEM, let's see if I get this right. I'm a scientist, so I should. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Correct.
That's what STEM stands for. And you think about that, there's a diversity of, so one of the greatest things you guys do, you have a aerospace, engineering, aviation. Kids fly planes.
Yes.
I mean, that doesn't happen at a lot of high schools. I can't even think of one that does that. So that's amazing.
Right. Yeah, and we've started that program back in 2016, and we've had students that have graduated with their high school diploma, with their associate's degree, and then with their student private pilot license. And we're able to do that because we have a fantastic aviation instructor. She's a certified pilot, in addition to being a career tech educator. So it's just a great program.
So you were saying they train on the simulators first, and then they actually get to fly a plane at the end.
Yes, we have state-of-the-art simulators in our high school, and we have actual pilots that come in for seat time to use our simulators. So our students are able to talk to them and talk about real-world experiences. So it's a fantastic program.
Fabulous. And then some of the other things, carpentry. You were talking about what are the carpentry for the holiday at the fort there?
At the fort,
Christmas
yes.
at the fort.
Yes.
Yeah, so carpentry is one of our newest programs, and our students love it, and we're doing Christmas at the fort, and our carpentry students are building chalets. They're building the Christmas cutouts, and then our art department's decorating them. So we have so many students and programs involved.
So when you go to the fort, the chalets, you'll know who built them, and they're going to be nice and sturdy. Yes. Also, the computer science, they're doing something with Christmas at the fort.
Yes, so our computer science program is actually programming. How big is the tree?
It's
tall. It's very
massive.
tall. And they program the lights, their LED lights, and then they play music. So we have, I think, like 12 different Christmas songs that'll be playing that are programmed to the lights. So it'll be a whole show.
So when you go to Christmas at the fort, you'll be seeing this STEM program in action.
Oh, yes.
And you never know, the plane may be flying overhead with students.
It might be, yeah.
You just never know.
We might surprise you.
So again, you're saying STEM is very important, especially because of the sort of the shift in careers these days, right?
Right. There's the trades are really just so important, just in our region, in our community, and we support our students in every way that we can. And there's so many jobs available to our students, and so we never start a STEM or a career tech program without going to the community and what are the jobs, because we want to train our students to be successful, but we want them to stay in Steubenville. And so that was really the premise behind building our STEM Academy and just bringing in high quality programs.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic
Yes.
program you guys have. Some of a lot of, it's amazing. Were there any other programs that within STEM you wanted to talk about?
Well, we have 14 that run out of our new building, and they're a wide variety. So we have aviation, we have computer science, we have biomedical science, we have global logistics. Amy actually started that program a few years back. We have health informatics. We have a very thriving engineering program, computer science. We just started in the last 2 years an agri-science program, which every year we do student interest surveys with our students. And one of the top 3 programs that is always on those surveys is agriculture.
Interesting.
It is. And so we have a really great agri-science program. So it's not just about farming, it's about sustainable living and how to grow your own. And so that's a really great program as well. We have drafting, we have CAD, we have carpentry, and am I forgetting anything?
Well, the whole brochure is right here.
I think that's all.
I think you covered a lot.
Yeah, multimedia.
Multimedia.
We have a great multimedia program.
You have a green screen there. I'm going to go do the weather there one day.
Yep.
CAD. You talked about that.
Yep.
Clean energy.
Clean energy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think we got it covered. In science, we would have a hypothesis. We're gonna do 2 versions of this, and we think one of these is going to make ice cream, and we'll explain why one will and why will not. So what we just need some simple ingredients. You probably have all this stuff at the house, right? We got 4 cups of ice in a big bag right here, and what we're gonna do to this one is we're gonna add our half a cup of salt right to the bag right here. So we could take that half a cup of salt. Now Amy, she doesn't get any salt over there. She was bad. She doesn't get any salt. No salt. She's salty enough. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Thanks, Doug.
You're gonna get pepper. I just met her. No, I'm just kidding. No, I actually did just meet her. So anyhow, so we got so then we have our small bag right here, and what we're gonna do is put a half a cup. So I'll hold this while you put a half a cup. We have a cup of heavy cream. Now you could use. This is going to go all over the place. My hypothesis is this is going to be a mess. No, so this is heavy cream. You could use half and half milk. Test out how this works. Different types and heavy cream. Of course, half and half would be a mixture of heavy cream and milk. So we got that. I'll hold this one a while.
Thank you.
And to that, we're also going to add. We're going to put Shana to work. A tablespoon of sugar to each bag. The big one, the tablespoon right there. We're going to put one to each bag. So we're going to try to make our ice cream, but we think only one will make ice cream. The other will not. We'll see which one. We'll see if you could guess at home which one's going to make ice cream and which one's not. Again, this is a great experiment, even for younger kids, just to play around with. And then we got 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla. You probably have some of that. Probably should have opened that up. It gets a little sticky right there. So a little vanilla. Okay. Now, if you wanted to make strawberry ice cream, you get some strawberry, which I probably should have because we got Big Red. We could have had Big Red strawberry ice cream.
On theme.
Yes.
Right on point.
We got the Big Red chewing gum. We got some Big Red pop that we're eventually, hopefully, if we have enough ice cream, we'll see, make a Big Red float. Steubenville Big Red float at the end.
Right.
So now we're going to want to seal up our bags. Okay. And there we go. Seal it up real good, because if you don't seal it up real good,
we'll have a mess.
We're going to have a real mess, which I'm trying to seal up real good. We probably should give it a little bit of a shake to get all that stuff in. But you know what? We're going to shake it real good in here. Okay. So we're going to drop our small bag into our large bag right here. And then we're going to, once we get this set up, we are going to, and I have these little towels here for you guys. This is the hard part. I'm going to put you to work. We need to shake this up for 5 minutes. So I'm going to start on my clock here. I had the timer set up. Here we go. Right now, we are going to start, let's see, 5 minutes would be right about now. So there we go. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So we can see that. And we're going to start shaking this around. Just start moving it, shaking around for literally 5 minutes. This is what we're going to be doing. Now, while we're doing that, I want to see a little experiment here. So let's take off the washcloth and let's give this a feel. Feel that and feel that. Now, feel the difference? I can. You feel how one's colder?
Yeah.
The one with the salt
Yeah.
is colder. And what we're doing is we're lowering the temperature of that ice. And why do road crews in the wintertime use salt on the roads? They get on our car, it's annoying everything, but what is that doing? It's lowering the temperature of ice, the freezing point, and then that'll melt the ice that's out there on the roads. Just like the salt in here is melting, but because of that melting, that's actually transferring some of the energy, which is going to make this one turn into ice cream, where poor Amy over there is going to have no salt and no ice cream. Timer's running. We'll see you when 5 minutes is up with the end result.
I was the first in my family to go to college.
I was looking to switch careers.
I wanted the highest quality, but most affordable option for a degree.
No matter where you are in life, West Virginia Northern Community College can make your dream of a college degree a reality. With over half of our students being first-generation college students and free tuition for many programs, Northern is the right choice for you.
I can go to college. West Virginia Northern Community College. You belong here.
Okay, shake, shake, shake. I feel like I need a dance to this. Okay, so I took over from the shaking because, and this is really, really cold. So if we look at the two, Amy's been shaking away too. Now let's compare the two. Let's get them out of the big bag and show everyone your little bag. Look at that. Look how cold that got.
Yeah.
Look at my washcloth. It's ice. So this is really super cold. So look at the difference. As we thought in our hypothesis, and by the way, hypothesis is sort of, the dog doesn't like, the dog, we got ice cream. The hypothesis was that we would get ice cream with the salt, and indeed we did.
We did.
Without, no, we don't have it. And sort of, when I make a weather forecast every day, that's a hypothesis. Believe it or not, it's an educated guess. Sometimes we want absolutes with science, but unfortunately, that's not always the case, right? But our prediction was we would get ice cream. Why? So to understand how water freezes, how it works, you got a lot of molecules bouncing around right here. Just like kids in school, right? They're bouncing around, and in order to get ice, you need them to slow down and get in an orderly pattern in a line. So that's how we get ice. So, they're all bouncing around. The kids, they're out of control. What we added was the salt, and what that does is it slows down those molecules. It lowers the temperature of the freezing point of the ice that we have in the bag, and it melted. So see how much of this melted right here compared to that bag, and so it lowered the freezing point. So it got all in a nice pattern, and now it absorbed that heat from the melting, and that's why we have the ice cream. So there we go. We're gonna give it a try. Maybe we could give it a little taste test here, and see if it tastes any good. And like we said, if you wanted to add strawberries, this is like, this actually looks like ice cream.
Yeah.
You may have to get another spoon out. I tell you what.
Pretty good?
That is pretty good ice cream. I'm actually shocked how good that is. You're going to be shocked how good this tastes. I'm telling you, that is very good ice cream. Isn't that good?
Yeah, that is good.
It's sweet, but it's vanilla ice cream. So if you wanted to, you could add, some strawberries or something. You could do all kind of stuff, mint chip, whatever you want. You make it. So what we're going to make, though, since it's Steubenville Big Red, right? We got Big Red Pop, and we are going to make, I guess we need another spoon here now because we licked all those spoons. Maybe this thing would work, my peanut butter scooper.
Okay.
We'll see.
Sure.
Might work. And we're going to make a Big Red float. So all we need is Big Red Pop, and it's red pop. And then we're going to put the ice cream in there and make a float. Yeah. There we go. So this is cool. This is our first science experiment on cooking up a storm. And Steubenville City Schools STEM program. This is perfect for STEM too.
Yep,
or we could just put it in one.
Oh, okay.
Or all three, whatever.
Yeah, there we go.
If we have enough. I don't know if we have enough
Jeff.
ice cream.
Yeah.
Well, this is mine.
Yeah.
We probably want a little more ice cream for our floats. But we're going to pretend right here.
Perfect.
We're going to pretend. Amy, Shana, thanks for stopping by today
Thank you.
cooking up a storm, having a little science experiment.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you do for the students of the community, the high school students too, all Steubenville Big Red with the STEM program, getting them ready for careers. That's fantastic. A great program you have there. I'm going to stop by and do the weather, I promise.
Yes.
Cheers.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to a successful science experiment.
Thank you.
Oh, that
is good.
that red pop has some extra sugar in it right there. I'll be bouncing off the wall all day. Thanks for joining us on this special science edition of Cooking Up a Storm. Until next time, we'll see you then.
Cooking Up a Storm, sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.